Greetings, soul beings and divine beings. It's Shelly being the Empowered Oracle. I hope you guys are doing great and amazing wherever you are in the world. I am back after a few days and was encouraged to come here and give you guys the collective messages now that we are a few days post Tuesday, November 5th. So, I wanted to check in with you guys to make sure you guys are good, if you're okay, how you feeling, and just to give you guys a healing message or messages that you need to hear at this time for however you're feeling at this time, whatever energies that you're in right now. I'm definitely being encouraged to give you guys some messages from Divine Source Creator and my higher self to help get through whatever energies you guys might be feeling, no matter which side of the fence you're on. But this is definitely has created a big energetic shift since early this week around the world, especially the United States. And this is actually one of the energies that I was tapping into on one of my last collective messages back in September. I think it was like the last week of September or the beginning of October. So just go back if you want to and check out the last collective messages that I made, talking about how as we get closer towards November and towards the end of the year and into, I think, January, energies are going to be intense, not only from the standpoint of what's going on here in the world and what's going on here in the States, United States, with the politics and things like that, but also with planetary changes that are going on and things like that. So I did mention that it was going to be very intense energies and that we were being encouraged as a collective to really, if we're already doing whatever spiritual rituals that we do to, cleanse our energy, clear our energy, and be grounded and be balanced and centered, we're going to have to do that like times 10 between now and the first of the year and towards like the beginning of the winter season. So it's very imperative for us as a collective to just basically up the ante in terms of whatever we are already currently doing, just making sure that we are doing more of it, because the energies around you are going to be heavy. There are people who, and happens all the time, but even more so now during this period of time where there's a shift in the political power position. There are going to be people that are projecting, and you just want to make sure that you are spiritually armed for the energies that are going to be going on around you at this time, because you don't have to be affected. Case in point, I'm gonna be honest with you, like up until like from the last week up into this week and even to this end of the week, even post election and things like that, I have had the most peaceful 10 days that I think I've had in a long time. No matter what was going on around me, I've had the most peaceful time that I've had in a long time. And I made it a point a long time ago to make sure I made a choice that I wasn't going to be affected by whatever outcome was going to happen. I made sure that I was going to stay balanced, stay centered, be focused on my peace, be focused on protecting my peace. And I made that choice a long time ago. And because I made that choice a long time ago and was very adamant about that and stood 10 toes down about that, I think it sent out an energetic response to the universe that I was serious about that. And that's what I really wanted for myself. And I wasn't bothered by anybody. I mean, I went along with the flow. I went along with the flow of life. I went along with just what is. I was able to sustain my peace and my peace of mind through everything, even up to this point. And I'm still having a peaceful day. Okay. So I'm just saying it can be done. You can really, you have that power. We all have that divine power already within us to protect our peace and decide how we're going to manifest our reality. And that's what I did. So I'm glad that I did it, because I know that there are other people around me that are not so much in a peaceful place, and that's okay. You know, everybody's journey, and everybody's journey and events in life are specially and custom made for them. Okay. And so we have to remind ourselves that everybody is on a different timeline, and everybody's journey is specially made for them. And with that being said, as I said, I was encouraged to get on here and give some encouraging words, inspiration, and messages that Divine Source wants to give to you, me, and everybody else. And hopefully that you find it helpful and that it resonates. So with all that said, and my voice was starting to get all crazy once again, I opened my window. I think it's because of my allergies, but I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the throat chakra, communication. You know, there's definitely a lot of communication going on out here, especially since Tuesday, November 5th. So it could be a thing with the collective right now where there's communication issues. Maybe there's misinformation. Maybe there is, maybe people are speaking from a lot of their emotions. So I don't know, but that's kind of what I feel like I'm getting a little bit. But in any case, guys, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. Please share and subscribe. It does continue to help my channel, and I do appreciate that very, very much. So as I said, this is going to be a collective message for everybody who needs to hear it. If you're here tuning in, there's a message here for you. And so I've already done my, I do this off camera. I always do my prayer and my meditation before I hit the record button, because for me, that's a private time between myself and my guides and the Most High. So with that being said, I'm all set. And let's go. Let's tap in. Okay. Okay, Most High Divine, Source Creator, Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective at this time as we are post-election? What does the collective need to hear at this time? Most High Divine, Mother, Father, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Two cards came out. Okay. So we have two cards that came out. We have, and this is actually from, I love this card deck. It's so beautiful. It is the Remember Your Divinity card deck. Remember your divinity. Okay. So remembering who you are as a soul being, as a spiritual being. So we have here card number 35. It says against all odds. 35 could be relevant to somebody here. which also reduces to the number 8. That could also be relevant to someone. And then we have, which is one of my favorite numbers, we have card number 44. Okay, it says the Grove, growth, abundance, fruits of your labor. What I'm getting immediately for this, for some of you guys, well, as a collective, I am getting that you're finally going to see a lot of the fruits of your labor, and not just the physical work that you put in terms of maybe your career, your work, your job, and things like that. But this is also talking about the fruits of your labor in terms of the work that you poured into yourself in your healing journey, the things that you've done to work towards your healing, your self-love, your taking your time out to ground yourself, um, being open to change and transformation, and really just investing in yourself as a collective, investing in yourself, investing in your healing, investing in your self-love, investing in being open to receive the things that the universe and divine source want to bless you and reward you with because you put in the work. A lot of the collective, you guys have really been through it, have been through the ringer, maybe multiple times with the same people or same person. But I'm definitely getting, a lot of the energy that I'm getting is that a lot of you guys have really been through some really rough times, but you've been resilient through it all. It hasn't been easy. And each time you guys may have gone through something, I feel like each time you thought or felt like you weren't going to survive that situation that you were in at the time, but you survived each time, even up to this point. If you look back, you survived it all. It's not to say that it was easy, because it was not easy for a lot of you guys as a collective. It just wasn't easy. It has not been an easy journey. And a lot of you guys were questioning, what is my purpose? Is my purpose to just get the short end of the stick here in this lifetime? Is my purpose to just always go through hard times? Or what really is my purpose? Because I see people around me who maybe be in a lower vibration than I am or have been, but their life may have been looking like a piece of cake, or they may have been rewarded or blessed with certain things, or they look like they're not having a hard life. But I'm trying to do the things that I know that I'm supposed to do for myself. I'm trying to stay on the good side of things, on the good fence, and in the light, and trying to do all the right things. Why do I keep getting hit with these trials and tribulations along the way that I have to seem to always fight through? And I get it. I totally get it. I've been there myself. I've been one of those people that have actually said these things myself as well. But I do feel like as a collective, you guys have really been through a lot of things where you have really felt like, when is it going to be my turn to kind of just be able to chill and not have to fight so hard, not have to always go through things every time I look up. I have to overcome something. You're in this period where you're now waiting to get or wanting to see the fruits of your labor. A lot of the things that you've gone through mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and even financially for some of you all. Well, Divine Spirit is saying now it's your turn. The tides are changing for a lot of you guys. And this is going to look different for everybody, because I am reading for a collective, but it's going to look different for everybody. Against all odds, you guys have really beat a lot of the odds out here. You guys have really beat a lot of the odds when you didn't think you would be able to. And so for that, you are being rewarded. We're going into a whole different shift, a new earth, a new energy. You know, the chickens have come home to roost, as they say. But I definitely want to get the actual message for you guys as I speak here. So let me start with the against all odds message here. Number 35, like I said. So, okay. All right. So the message for you guys for against all odds, it says anything that is in your energetic field is meant for you, even if an impossible seedling idea of a desire crosses your path and engages your heart. It is meant for you. No matter how seemingly impossible, how slight the chance, how slim the projections. It says what is meant for you will not pass you by. What is meant for you will not be made unavailable to punish you. What is meant for you will not be subject to the thoughts, opinions, and speculations of others. What is meant for you is already yours. Will you have the courage to claim it? What do you truly desire? Not from a place of vanity or ego, but from a place of soul sustenance. Why have you decided you do not deserve it? Who will you disrupt by having it or becoming it? Whose story will you rewrite? Which relationships could come to an end? What behaviors and personal scripts would you have to reevaluate? Who would you let down? Examine all the ways in which you're having your desires will potentially disrupt others. And in that, you will learn how to begin to truly embrace your divine right to have it. So you guys have already beat a lot of the odds. And a lot of you guys are wondering how you made it through. Well, you made it through because you were already built to make it through. You already have that divine power within you, and you've already been divinely equipped with the spiritual tools and wherewithal to get through it, along with having your divine spirit guides and divine source guiding you through. But a lot of you guys are also starting to get to a place in your life where you're realizing that you're not cut from the same cloth. You're meant to travel the road less traveled. You're meant to not be in the majority. You are meant to go in your own path, in your own direction that may look questionable and different and odd to other people because they're in the majority. You know, you're not really meant to particularly conform to what everybody else is thinking, what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is feeling. You're making decisions in your life that people are going to question because, number one, it's not their path. Number two, a lot of the people around you still are very tied to, the 3D matrix world, which we all have been a part of, and we still are a part of. But there are people around you, collective, that are still haven't awakened completely. A lot of the collective, though, are still waking up, which is great. Like I said, everybody's on a different timeline. And even as I speak to you guys, there's still a lot of things that we are going to be awakened to, and that we'll soon have a lot of, we'll still have a lot of light shed on in our lives and how we're supposed to move, and what things align with us in our truth. But one of the things that is a collective that you guys need to remember is to always live in your truth. What's your truth is your truth. It doesn't have to be anybody else's truth. Even when it comes to politics, elections, and all these things, your truth is what is for you. And as I said again, your truth in your life, in your path, and your healing journey are specially customized and custom made for you and you only. There's nothing to compare. Okay. So, Divine Spirit is also letting you guys know that because you guys are on a bit of a different journey than what most people are used to, that your family, friends, co-workers, and maybe social group is not used to you being on, there are going to be opinions and unwanted opinions, but people are allowed to have opinions, and you guys are going into more of an energy where you're going to really be at peace with those who may not agree with you, those who may not, those who may not agree with you, those who may feel like you need to question yourself or you need to doubt yourself. You're at peace with those people who may feel that way. You're going to be more in peace with that. You're going to be more in acceptance with knowing who you're dealing with. You're going to be in acceptance with being okay with the road that you need to take for yourself. You really are. You're going to be okay with that. And you'll find over time, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, your social life, friends, and things like that, you're going to find that eventually a lot of those people will quietly leave your life. They won't even really make a big ruckus about it. You'll find that over time, slowly, those people will quietly leave your life. And what's meant to be is meant to be. Okay? All right. So with number 44, where it says the growth, abundance, fruits of your labor, card number 44, which also reduces to number 8. So we have two cards here that reduce to the number 8, which this is an 8-year that we're about to end. And 8 does speak of abundance, and it does speak of karma. All right. So the message here for you guys is, wow, as I said that, it says karma is coming around. Hold on. Karma is coming around. And everything you've so miraculously cultivated is fruiting. You are sitting in the sunshine surrounded by an orchid of your own making. You are the gardener, the creatrix, the mother, and the alchemist. It's finally time to enjoy the fruits of your toil and labor. Every sacrifice, every tear, every struggle. It has all culminated in a beautiful grove of your own making. Every time you woke up and decided to persist, even in the face of exhaustion. It's taken time and patience and hope to create a creation this mature and burgeoning with life. Take the time to relish in the abundance that is before you. You deserve it. Bam. I'm just saying. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for reiterating my message. You guys are finally going to reap what you've sown. You're finally going to see the fruits of your labor, as I said, not just through your physical labor, but your emotional labor, your mental labor, your financial labor, and all the things that you've done and been through and had to go through to get to this point because of your resilience, because you never quit. You wanted to quit a million times, but you didn't quit. You still had that fortitude within you. There was still that part of you, your inner divine self, that was still giving you that energy to keep going and keep going and keep going. And you never gave up. And you finally invested in yourself. You finally invested in your happiness. You finally invested in your self-love. You finally invested in your value and your self-worth. And it doesn't go unnoticed. Okay. It doesn't go unnoticed, collective. So with that said, let me get a couple of other messages, guys, before I close out. I'm going to get a divine inspiration oracle message for you guys. So keep holding your head up. No matter what's going on around us, collective, whether it's politics, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's coworkers, no matter what is physically taking place around us, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Okay. What other messages do you have for the collective, divine, source, creator, Holy Spirit, before I wrap this reading up? What other messages do you have for the collective, divine spirit? Can I have one more from this deck? What else does the collective need to hear at this time? Divine source. Yeah. All right. Okay. So the first message we have is enjoy. Enjoy every moment of your life. Despite what's going on around you, collective, enjoy every moment of your life. You know, I always say in my readings that allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Okay? That's what you should be doing. That's what you're supposed to do. Honor your true feelings. Whatever feelings they are, honor them. Allow yourself to feel them. And if it's energies that are lower vibrational energies, or energies that are more in the dark side of sadness, anger, resentment, depression, or things like that. And of course, I'm not a doctor, but if some of you guys have more of a severe type of depression, definitely, I'm not a medical doctor or anything, but I definitely would suggest getting some help, or seeking some medical help regarding that. So I know it's different for everybody, but I do want to respect that as well. But I will say it's definitely good to feel what you feel, no matter what the feelings are. Allow yourself to feel. Honor your feelings. Feel those feelings. But if they are feelings of sadness, depression, anger, resentment, loneliness, or things like that, make sure that you are cognizant of those feelings and how long have you been feeling this way. And just make sure that you're not staying in that energy for a long time or becoming attached to those energies. This is why it's being said to enjoy every moment of your life. Find things, collective, that make you feel good. Find things to do that make you feel good. Anything. And it doesn't even have to be things that are considered only things that adults do. There's still that inner child within us that wants to be filled with joy, that wants to have fun, that needs attention. There's always that inner child within us that is screaming out at us for attention, and that needs TLC, and that needs love, attention, and that needs to have fun and feel joy and be at peace as well. So don't ever forget about the inner child that's also within you that needs to be addressed and acknowledged and taken care of. So however it is that you want to have fun and be in the moment, oh, do it. And make sure, of course, though, make sure, we all have common sense, hopefully, knock on wood. But, well, I don't want to say knock on wood, but, I know I'm talking to a collective that has common sense. Definitely don't get yourself into situations that are unhealthy for you or that are dangerous for you. Please, of course, use your common sense. So with that said, too, I'm going to read exactly what the message says for enjoy. Okay, yeah. Enjoy every moment of your life. Your angel is encouraging you to view your life from a new perspective and cherish every moment. It's time to start doing things you enjoy. Thank you, Divine Spirit. It's really that simple. I know it isn't always that simple to dive into maybe particular activities that you may find joyful, or maybe some of you guys have been in such a funk for a while that it's kind of hard to get that motivation and that drive and that energy to do something. I understand that. But Divine Source is definitely saying that you do have what it already takes within you. And you will find that strength. You will find that energy. You will find that motivation. You will find that drive, okay? No matter what's going on around you, there's still a whole lot of life to live just within you. No matter what's going on around you, you are a sovereign being. And as a collective, Divine Spirit is saying it's way past time, that it's time for us to walk in our sovereignty and walk in our divine power. Okay? So with this leap, it says, leap is time to leap out of the darkness and into the light filled with positivity. And that message extends and says that your angel wants you to take steps forward to a brighter future and let go of any negativity. Yep. So I like these messages for you guys, including myself. I'm part of the collective as well. And these messages are definitely speaking to me as well. I love this message. All right. So this is the last message, guys. This is a self-care message. All right. So Divine Spirit, what self-care message do you have for the collective at this time? What could be one of the things that they could do to go into that enjoyment and relaxation mode, and to focus more on themselves and what they need to do? What could be a precursor to enjoying life? What self-care message do you have for the collective at this time, Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Divine Source Creator, Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective regarding self-care? Can I have one more? Thank you. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. So this would be the precursor for you guys going out and really enjoying yourselves and really being intentional about enjoying every moment of your life, whether it's in your house, apartment, outside, social activities. As I said, make sure that you guys are using common sense and safety, whatever you choose to do. But the precursor for that is deep breathing and grounding yourself. Breathing, taking deep breaths every day when you get up in the morning, maybe a few times out of the day, morning, afternoon, and night. Taking 3 deep breaths, inhaling and closing your eyes and imagining pure, holy, divine light flowing in your body and calling back in your divine life force energy, and then exhaling all energies and or blockages that are not for your greatest and highest good. And you can even be specific with, I inhale divine loving energy, divine light, divine healing, divine restoration. I exhale stress, anxiety, worry. guilt, shame, blockages. You can do it that way, however you choose to do it. Just make sure it's intentional. And it could be something that, as I said, you can do every day, or you can do it multiple times a day, but definitely deep breathing helps. You are breathing out what needs to be released. And you're grounding yourself as well. Grounding could take place outside in nature with your feet planted on in the ground, without your shoes, with socks and your bare feet. But depending on where you are in the world, it may not be possible. You know, I don't know if it's going to be winter someplace in the world, but there are many different ways that you can ground yourself. You can ground yourself also through meditation, but this is the precursor. First, what we all need to do as a collective is stop, breathe in, breathe out, ground yourself, center yourself, and balance yourself. That's the first thing we need to do. Okay? So, collective, guys, these are your messages. I was encouraged to go on here and give these messages as we are in very intense times in terms of energy, planetary changes. And then we're coming up on Mercury retrograde, which is at the end of this month, November 25th, I believe. So Mercury retrograde is right around the corner. So there's that also. So, but in any case, these are your messages, collective. And the tides are changing. But this is the time to be excited and be positive about the tides that are changing. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom. It really doesn't. You can decide for yourself how you want these changes to look for you. So Divine Spirit wants us to remember that. So with that being said, guys, I hope that the message resonates and that it was helpful for somebody here. And as always, I am wishing you guys peace, be well, and be empowered. Ashe.